Grab a cup of tea or something stronger, neighbors, because the wheels aren't just coming off the Sussex bus. The engine has exploded, the tires are flat, and the driver is looking for someone else to blame. I have been sitting here reading through the latest from Tom Bower, a man who doesn't write biographies so much as he writes autopsies of reputations, and I have to tell you, it is worse than we thought. We have always known that the spotlight-hungry Z-lister, the rotten Meghan Markle, was playing a game. We knew it in our gut, but to see it laid out in black and white, the sheer scale of the manipulation, the cold-hearted commercialism, and the absolute destruction of Prince Harry, the brainwashed puppet, it leaves you breathless. Now, I know you guys are excited for more. But before we delve into further discussion, if you haven't subscribed, come on guys, what are you waiting for? Hit like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell ASAP. So now, we are talking about the end of the road. That is what Bower is saying. The Sussex overdrive has burned out. For years, we watched them smugly sit on Oprah's couch or preach from their Montecito mansion, acting like they were the moral compass of the world. But now, the money is drying up, the contracts are vanishing, and the desperation is starting to stink like day-old fish. Bower points out something that we have all suspected. Meghan Markle has a major problem because she has no real income anymore. The Netflix series is over. The podcast was a disaster. Remember, grifters? That wasn't just a slur, it was a label that stuck. American Riviera Orchard appears to be nothing more than a jar of jam and a stolen idea. She wanted wealth, she wanted fame, and she targeted Harry to get it. But now that she has drained the royal tank dry, she is running on fumes. And let's talk about Harry for a second. The man who used to be the heart of the royal family, the war hero, the Joker. Bower suggests that he has become very commercially minded. That is a polite way of saying he sold his soul. He's not getting back into the royal fold. I don't think he has a prayer. He burned that bridge, then he nuked the ashes. His reputation is toxic. Invictus is his only lifeline, and even that, as we've discussed, has been tainted by the Meghan show. It is tragic, really, to see a prince of the realm reduced to a husk, weaponized by a woman who used his trauma as a stepping stone to global fame. But the part that really makes my blood boil, and I know it hurts you too because we love our traditions, is the story about the name Lilibet. This wasn't just a name, it was the Queen's name. It was private. It belonged to Prince Philip and her parents. And what did Meghan and Harry do? According to Bower, they bought the domain name before they even told Her Majesty. They didn't ask for permission, they announced it. They treated the Queen's childhood nickname like a brand of perfume they could trademark and sell. It is grotesque. It shows a level of disrespect calculation that is frankly sociopathic. When the palace pushed back, when they said no, they didn't ask, Harry threatened to sue the BBC. That is the modus operandi. Bully, threaten, sue, and lie. But the truth always comes out. And speaking of lies, let's look at the foundation of Meghan's entire life story. Bower tears it apart. The story about the dish soap letter, the one where she changed the world at age 11? Fake. No record of it. Thomas Markle never mailed it. It was a myth created to make her look like a prodigy, and Thomas Markle himself, my heart breaks for that man. She painted a picture of a struggle, of cheap school lunches, of a lonely childhood. The reality? He paid for private schools, he paid for ballet, he paid for university. He was a devoted father who gave her everything. And how did she repay him? She ghosted him. She erased him. Because a white lighting director father didn't fit the narrative of the struggling biracial victim she was selling to the world. It is the ultimate act of ungratefulness. Then we have the Spencer saga. This is a new level of delusion. Bower claims they actually wanted to drop Mountbatten Windsor, the most prestigious name in history, and take the name Spencer. They wanted to rebrand themselves as Diana 2.0. Can you imagine the audacity? Calling Earl Spencer and asking to hijack his family name because you think it sells better in America? Thankfully, the Earl shut that down. He saw right through it. He saw that Meghan wasn't trying to honor Diana. She was trying to be Diana. She copies the clothes, the poses, the sad eyes. But she forgets one thing. Diana had warmth. Diana had genuine empathy. Meghan has a script and a camera crew. You cannot copy a soul, no matter how good an actress you think you are. The bullying allegations are another area where Bauer doesn't hold back. We remember the Duchess difficult headlines, but hearing the details about the tea throwing, the screaming at staff, the sheer nastiness, it peels back the mask. The public sees the compassionate Duchess, but the people who had to serve her saw a tyrant. She didn't want to learn the ropes of royalty. She didn't want to serve the British people. She wanted the applause without the work. She thought she was the star of the show, and when she realized that Catherine would always be the future queen, that Catherine would always outrank her, she couldn't handle it. Jealousy is a green-eyed monster, neighbors, and it ate Meghan alive. It all circles back to the Oprah interview. That was the moment they played their biggest card, and according to Bauer, it was filled with 17 proven inaccuracies. 17. The secret wedding that the Archbishop confirmed never happened. The twist regarding Archie's skin color, which Bauer says was deliberately conflated with title protocols that had nothing to do with race. She weaponized racism to silence criticism, and for a while, it worked. People were afraid to speak up, but now, the facts are out. The palace didn't deny her mental health help. The records show she had access. Every claim has been debunked, dismantled, and destroyed. And what is left? A woman who stood on the world stage and lied to millions of people to settle a score because she didn't get the tiara she wanted. I look at Prince William and Princess Catherine, and the contrast is blinding. They just get on with it. They deal with health scares. They deal with the duties of state, and they do it with a smile. They don't give interviews complaining about their sausages or their bedrooms. They embody the never complain, never explain motto that served the Queen so well. And that silence drives the Sussexes crazy. Meghan wants a fight. She wants a reaction. But William gives her nothing but his back. It is the most powerful move he could make. He is protecting his wife, his father, and the monarchy by treating the Sussexes like the irrelevant noise they have become. Bauer says Meghan's brand is in trouble because she has nothing to say. And isn't that the truth? Strip away the complaints, strip away the victimhood, strip away the royal bashing, and what is there? Is there any substance? Is there any genuine talent? No. There is just an empty echo chamber of word salad about authenticity and organic community. It's boring. The world is bored. Hollywood is bored. The A-listers she courted, the Clooneys, the Obamas, they are nowhere to be seen. They don't want to be associated with people who sell out their own families. Loyalty is a currency in high society, and Meghan proved she has none. And let's not forget the timing of all this. Every time the royal family has a moment, the king's birthday, Catherine's return to duty, Meghan tries to pop up with some jam or a dog biscuit. It is so transparent. She is terrified of being forgotten. She is terrified that without the royal connection, she is just another reality star in Los Angeles trying to get a table at a restaurant. And she's right. Without the title she hates so much, she is nobody. That is why she clings to it. That is why she demands to be called the Duchess. It is her shield and her sword, and it is the only thing keeping her relevant. Bauer's analysis of the future is grim for them, and rightfully so. He says she is finished. The Sussex overdrive was a sprint, not a marathon, and they have hit the wall. They have played all their cards. The race card, the victim card, the mental health card, the Diana card. The deck is empty. And now they are left with the consequences. Harry is isolated from his friends, his country, and his family, stuck in a gilded cage with a woman who is constantly reinventing herself to find a new grift. It is a tragedy of Shakespearean proportions, but it is hard to feel sorry for him when he was a willing participant in the destruction. I honestly believe that we are watching the slow-motion collapse of a narcissist's fantasy. Meghan thought she could take on a 1,000-year-old institution and win. She thought she was smarter, prettier, and more powerful than the Queen of England. She was wrong. The monarchy is still standing, stronger than ever, with William and Catherine at the helm. And Meghan? She's scrapping for content, launching failed brands, and watching as the biographers pick apart her lies one by one. The truth is a stubborn thing, neighbors. You can hide it for a while, you can spin it, you can sue people to keep it quiet, but eventually, it comes out. Tom Bauer has done the world a service by compiling these facts. He has shown us the mechanism of the manipulation. He has shown us that this wasn't a love story gone wrong, it was a business plan gone wrong. Meghan didn't fall in love with Harry, she fell in love with the platform. And now that the platform is crumbling under the weight of her own ego, she is panicking. But it is too late. The mask has slipped, and we have seen the face underneath. It is not a face of compassion, it is a face of calculation. So as we watch them try to pivot, try to launch the next thing, try to rewrite history again, just remember what we know. Remember the lies. Remember the treatment of the Queen. Remember the erasure of her father, and stand firm with our real royals. William and Catherine represent the best of us. Harry and Meghan represent the worst of celebrity culture. The choice is clear, and it seems the world is finally making the right one. What do you think, neighbors? Is Tom Bower right? Is Meghan truly finished, or does she have one more trick up her sleeve? And do you think Harry will ever wake up and realize he's been played? I want to read your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get a real conversation going. Don't forget to like and subscribe to keep our community strong against the nonsense. Until next time, keep your chin up and keep supporting the good guys. Ta-ta, and bye for now.